Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to COSC 1301, Section V, Internet Course, Introduction to Computing. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to navigate the course and discuss about the syllabus. Okay, so basically, the course is an overview of computer system, hardware, operating system, internet, and application software, including word processing, spreadsheet, presentation graphics, and databases. Current topics such as the effect of computers in the society and the history and use of computer in business, educational, and other interdisciplinary setting are also studied. This course is not intended to count toward a student major field of study in business or computer science, and there is no prerequisite. Okay. My name is Robert Ho, and my office is in Building M 149, Pecan Campus, and my phone number is 872-2194 in case you want to contact me. If I'm not available or teaching in other campuses, please leave a message and I usually call you back as soon as possible. My office is Tuesday from 8 to 8:50 a.m. Building M 149 Pecan Campus. Monday and Wednesday from 9:50 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in the same building. I have a typo here. Let me fix this here. It's supposed to be 149 before I forget. Let me see. It's supposed to be 149. Okay. All right. Let me come back there again. Let me go to the view mode. Okay. So my office is in Building M, Pecan Campus, in the first floor. Okay, in the 149. Okay, my email address is shushin2@southtexascollege.edu. However, for the purpose of this course, I would like that student send me messages through here, messages link in Blackboard. So here, if I click the link, I can send a message to you, or if you want to send a message to me, you can choose my name there, and then you can communicate and send me email through here. However, since I'm doing this demo, let me send to all students in this course that please send me your contact info. And do not forget to update it as well in the JACnet system. Because this is the first point of contact for the faculty or staff in the college in case we want to communicate with the student. So if you don't have the correct information, it will be difficult for us to send. Please send me your contact info and do not forget to update it as well in the JACnet system by the first week of class. Okay, so I'm gonna click send these messages to all of you. Please send me your contact info and do not forget to update it as well in the JACnet system by the first week of class. I'm going to send. So once you receive the message, don't reply me here. Instead, you just click new messages and send the message individually, unless you want to share your phone number and info to other students. But I would strongly suggest you just send it to me here, right? I normally do not call students unless I have to, okay? In case I have something important to communicate. All right. So that is my information, okay? And The second one is the program chair, which is Mr. Said Moki. The office is in building M150 Pecan campus, because sometimes academic concern may arise between the student and faculty. And if there is an issue or concern, first discuss the matter of the faculty member during the faculty member office hour. If the matter or issue is not resolved, then the student may discuss the matter with the program chair. So this is the chain of command in the college. Okay, so I normally try to solve the problem between student and me, but if I couldn't but if I need some consultation from the program chair, then I usually consult with him. Okay, all right, so we have PLO and CLO, right? So there are 4 learning outcome here. Okay, so please read this because this is the objective of the course. I think this is important. Let me read this for you here. Describe the fundamental of computing infrastructure components such as hardware, application software, operating system, and data communication system. Second learning outcome is to delineate and discuss societal issues related to computing, including the guiding principle of professional and ethical behavior. The third one demonstrates the ability to create and use documents, spreadsheet, presentation, and databases in order to communicate and store information as well as to support problem solving. And the last one describes the need and ways to maintain security in computing environment. So this is basically the 4 CLO, course learning outcome. Okay, so at the end of the semester, we hope that the student achieve this objective with a C or better. All right. Okay, so there is no PLO, but there are 4 CLO. Another information in the syllabus is the required core objective, right? So the required core objective for the core component area is critical thinking, communication skills, empirical and quantitative skill, as well as personal responsibility. So these are the core objective for the core component area in the COSC 1301. Okay. Here you can review on your own, right? Because I like to go to the next section here, right? I'm going to go to the grading criteria here, or course requirements. So basically, in this class, you will be graded based on the following coursework. Office assignment, which consists of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access database. That's worth 20% of the course, right? So we may have like three labs for each of this topic. Okay, so at the end of the semester, you may have about 12 to 15 lab exercise of Microsoft Office. Okay, and then after student took all of the lab exercise or practice the lab exercise, I will give you like a skill test. We call it Office skill test, right? Which consists of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access database. And that one, these are worth 20% of the course grade. So these 2 items already 40%. Make sure that student do the assignment on regular basis. Okay, do not wait until the last day of the deadline to submit it. So whenever you have the time, please do the coursework. Okay, computer quizzes, right? So we have quizzes that 10% of the course. Discussion and assignment is 10, so 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 40 is 60%. And then we have 3 Google AI certificate, right? These are as follow, okay? Google Prompting Essential, Google AI Essential, and Accelerated Job Search. Let me fix this because otherwise students get confused. So Google AI, basically student will complete micro credential, which is called Google AI coursework, right? So here is called Accelerate Job Search with AI. Okay, So I will explain to you later on throughout the semester how to access this one. So basically, we have three Google AI courses that students need to take. Each of these require maybe about 3 hours, depending on the student background and familiarity with some of the terms. Okay, it's not that difficult. However, it takes some time to complete this assignment. Okay, so we have prompting essential, AI, Google AI essential, and accelerate job search with AI. That's 30% of the course grade. So if student do not do this, certificate is gonna lose 30 points. So I would suggest that make sure that the student complete this assignment in a timely manner. Okay, and the final exam is 10% of your course. Okay, so if the student asks me what is my grade as of right now, well, it's time that you finish or completed assignment, I will put a grade next to this, right? And then at the end of the semester, I will add all of your coursework, and that's how we calculate the grade. Okay, and your course grade will be determined based on the following grade scale. Okay, I believe this is the same across the college. So because we have to follow all the department in South Texas at South Texas College, we have to follow this college grading criteria. Okay, grading standard scales. Okay. You can also monitor your progress by clicking in the blackboard here. So whenever you finish assignment, I usually grade it already from here. Okay. All right. So let's come back here. Let's come back to the syllabus again. So these are the syllabus, right? Make sure that you print this syllabus, print this, and review a few times so you fully understand the course structure and content of the COSC 1301. Okay. Generally speaking, students need to spend about probably 6 to 8 hours per week, depending on the student background and familiarity with the computers, right? So make sure that when you enroll in this class, you make a commitment to yourself to spend on average about 6 probably to 8 hours per week, right? Maybe I would suggest you spend Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or maybe you spend Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? So you can rest on the weekend. However, some people work during the day, and you may use your weekend to do the work. That's fine too. But try not to spend 5 hours on one Saturday like that. I would suggest you spend at least 2 or 3 times a week. That way you can learn, you can understand the concept better. Okay, because my goals and objective is for the student learn the material. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is the textbooks, right? So in this course, we are going to use this one, okay? Learnfree.org, okay? The course covers two major components, right? Computer concept and office application. There is no textbook for this course, so we are using OER, Open Educational Resources. So these are the resources, learnfree.org. Okay, so if I click this link, it will take you to the learnfree.org. Make sure that you create an account, okay? Because if you do not create an account, you may not be able to access this information, right? So for example, if I go to Introduction to Microsoft, right? So you may need to sign up here, okay? And I provide you a link in the syllabus, right? Sign in here, sign up first, and then you'll be able to sign in. I will continue in the next video here. Okay? Thank you.